Hi, everybody. I'm here again, and I know it takes a long time for me to upload videos. I don't know why. Um, I have to get used to doing videos. I'm used to it somewhat, but not completely, because I'm always thinking of something different. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. But um, how are y'all? I'm doing well. Yes, so I don't know, I get nervous sometimes when I do videos, and I have to learn how to relax and learn how to just let everything go. So, I went to see my doctor, and I hadn't seen my doctor in a long time. Went to see my doctor, and my doctor kind of fussed at me because I hadn't been back in so long. So I have MS, and I have to get used to going back and forth to the doctors a lot. It's difficult sometimes. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. So, oh yeah, I'm cooking French fries. But that was my oven. But so yeah, when I went to the doctor kind of fussed at me because I hadn't been back in so long. But I'm glad that I went back. So when I went to see my doctor, and I hadn't seen her in a long time, she fussed at me a little bit. I don't know. I just have to get used to doing things this way. I'm not sure. Sometimes I get nervous. Sometimes it takes, and that's a whole other thing. Sometimes it takes me a long time for me to make a video. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. I be in my feelings sometimes. So, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm here. So when I went to see my doctor, and she fussed. Look at my hair. When I went to see my doctor and she fussed at me a little bit, I went to see her, and the first thing she did was she gave me a prescription. Gave me two different prescriptions. She gave me a prescription for occupational therapy, and she gave me a prescription for occupational therapy and physical therapy. I had taken physical therapy a couple of years ago. I wasn't sure. I didn't like physical therapy. It was okay to do, but at the same time, I was bored, and I was just like, well, I don't want to do this. But like now, I'm in a position to where I can't walk as good as I used to. I can't walk as good as I used to be able to walk, and it is difficult. I mean, I walk, but honestly, I don't go nowhere, and I don't do nothing. So I didn't feel the need to want to go back to physical therapy. It's different now because my doctor said I have to take occupational therapy along with physical therapy. I have to get used to doing things in a different way because I just have to. And it is, like I say, it's difficult for me sometimes. I've had MS I've been diagnosed for a good, since about 2011, 2010, 2011. Um, I take, I mean, I'm used to doing everything by myself because I just am. I have to get used to going to the doctor. Am I used to, like, I have to get used to seeing a doctor because I haven't been. I usually I go to the doctor, but like as far as seeing a neurologist, I hadn't been back in a long time. But I'm here now, and I'm getting used to. I have to get used to doing things, and I have to get used to going to see the doctor. Going to see, it's different from seeing a neurologist. A neurologist is different from seeing a primary care doctor. Primary care doctor is somebody that I go see when I feel the need to go see a doctor. I have to get used to seeing a neurologist. A neurologist is somebody that helps me with being able to see a doctor for my head. I have MS. I've had MS for about, I've been diagnosed since about, I've been diagnosed since about 2010, I'm going to say 2011. I went to see a doctor, and the doctor confirmed that I did have MS. It's difficult to go back and forth to the doctor when you're not used to it. It's difficult to see a doctor when you're not used to it. I go to the doctor as much as I can. I go see a neurologist. That's a doctor for my head, for the doctor for my brain. Seeing a doctor like that, seeing one of those doctors helps me manage my MS. Since I've had MS, do I like going to see the doctor? No, not really. But is it necessary? I have to do that. And I have to just get used to seeing the doctor. So when I went to see a neurologist, the doctor gave me 2 prescriptions. She gave me a prescription for, because I have a lady doctor. I have a woman doctor for my neurologist. I have to see a neurologist to help me manage my MS. I have to get used to just being able to see a doctor as much as I can. Am I used to seeing a doctor? No, but I have to get used to going to see this doctor. I see this doctor probably once a year. I probably should see, oh my goodness. I probably should see the doctor more. But if nothing is going on, what's the point of me seeing the doctor? Like I said, I get nervous. That's part of the reason why I don't do videos that much. It's difficult for me to get used to seeing the doctor. I know I have to get used to seeing the doctor. But when I went to see my doctor, she gave me 2 prescriptions. She gave me a prescription for occupational therapy, and she gave me a prescription for physical therapy. Now, I did see a neurologist a couple years ago when I did my not occupational therapy, physical therapy. I did physical therapy. I didn't really I'm not going to say I did, well, I didn't think that I would be in the position that I'm in now to where I have to see a doctor, or I have to see, like, I go to my not my neurologist, I go to my primary care doctor a lot. Like, the older I get, the more I need to see more doctors. Didn't understand. And in the beginning, I didn't understand, and I was going through some stuff when it comes to this So I'm getting ready to go see my neurologist next week. No. I go for my occupational therapy and I go for my physical therapy. I think I go to see my occupational. I think I go for my occupational therapy June 4th. Am I nervous? Yes, I am, because do I like seeing the doctor? No, I do not. But it is what it is, and I have to get used to being able to see a doctor. I get nervous, and that's part of the reason why I don't do as many videos as I do. Usually, I'm trying to get used to seeing a doctor. I'm trying to get used to seeing a neurologist. I see my not occupational. I usually see my primary care doctor. It's like the older I get, the more doctors I need to see. And I have to get used to that, and I have to get used to me seeing somebody. Well, I see my not occupational therapy. I see my primary care doctor a lot. But it's like the older I get, the more doctors I have to see. Because one of the reasons why I have to see more doctors is because I'm getting older. And the older I get, the more stuff I have going on with me. So I have to get used to going to see a doctor. I go see my neurologist, and the first thing she did was fussed at me because I hadn't been there, and so I hadn't been there in a long time. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Am I nervous? Yes, I am. I had not been to see my neurologist in a really long time, and me seeing a neurologist for my brain to help me figure out what's going on in my brain. I have MS, and I have to get used to seeing somebody. I don't know why. I'm not used to it, but I have to get used to it. So, like I said, I'm getting ready to go to the doctor. I believe it's next week for my occupational therapy. I go for my occupational therapy, and then I gotta go for my physical therapy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get as much stuff done as I can, because I have to get used to doing more for myself. The older I get, the more stuff I have to do. The older I get, the more doctors I have to see. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And I have to just get used to seeing the doctor, get used to dealing with a whole nother doctor, dealing with a neurologist versus me seeing a doctor, neurology doctor. I just have to get used to it, and I have to, I get nervous about a lot of stuff, and I just have to, that's part of my issue, because I have to get used to seeing a doctor. Or I see one doctor. The older I get, the more stuff I have to go to the doctor about. I've had MS for a number of years. I was diagnosed at 23. I was diagnosed at 23 about the fact that I had MS. I didn't go back to the doctor. I mean, I went back to the doctor, but I didn't go see. The whole thing with that was I didn't see, I saw a primary care doctor. I had optic neuritis. Optic neuritis is when you go through something like I had lost my vision. I lost my vision for about a week, and I had to get used to, like, I couldn't see for over a week, and I just had to get used to. The first thing I did when I lost my sight, when I lost my vision, they told me that I had to go see an eye doctor. I went to Henry Ford, and the first thing they told me was, this is what we think that you have. This is what you need to do. I learned that I had optic neuritis at, I learned that I had optic neuritis. I had that for about a week, like where I couldn't see. My vision was gone for about a week. But let me see. I had optic neuritis. I had that for about a week, and then when I went to the doctor, they told me that after I went to the eye doctor, they told me that I need to find me a neurologist. And when I found me a neurologist, I still didn't go back to the doctor. I didn't go back to see my neurologist. I didn't go see a doctor for my head, well, for my brain. It took me a couple of years. I found out that I had MS at 23. I found out I had MS at 23. I found out that the first thing they told me was that I needed to go find me a neurologist. It took me, I got diagnosed at 23. I didn't go back until I was 32. So I would go to I would go to the doctor, but the doctor would always, they told me that was what I had to do, but I didn't think, and in the beginning, initially, I didn't think that I had a disability. Took me a minute for me to go back to the doctor, but once I realized what I had, I don't know, because MS to me I was scared. I was scared because I didn't know what to expect. And I had to just get used to knowing things for myself. Okay. So when I went to the doctor, and I got my diagnosis, I didn't go back until, I would go to a regular doctor, like a primary care doctor. I would go see a primary care doctor. And other than that, I thought everything was just okay with me. Only I realized that I had to go see a different kind of doctor. So when I went to see my doctor gave me 2 prescriptions. One was for one was for occupational therapy. The second was for physical therapy. I was nervous and I didn't know what to expect. But when I went to see my neurologist told me that I had to go to physical therapy. I had to go to physical therapy and I had to go to occupational therapy. I was nervous, but long story short, it is what it is. And I had to get used to doing things on my own by myself. I don't know why I keep looking, but I have to get used to doing everything for myself. I have to get used to going to see, I go to see my doctor, I go to occupational therapy and physical therapy. I do both of those. I go to occupational therapy and physical therapy. I just have to get used to it, and I have to realize everything, it may seem bad, is not necessarily a bad thing. I have to get used to doing as much as I do for myself, because this is stuff that I have to do, and this is stuff that I have to get used to doing. But I go see my neurologist. No. I go see a doctor. I go see, it's occupational therapy or physical. I don't know which one I do first, but I got to do occupational therapy and I got to do physical therapy. And I just have to get used to doing both of those. So, but I'm here and I'm trying to do what I have to do. I'm going to the recovery project where I have to do physical therapy and I have to do occupational therapy. Am I nervous about it? I am. That's part of the reason why I don't do many videos. I don't do as many videos as I should, because that's something that I have to get used to. So it is what it is, and I'm trying to do more for myself. I go see the doctor. Not the doctor. I go for my physical therapy and my occupational therapy. I go do both of those. Blah blah blah. I gotta do both of those, and I just have to get used to doing more stuff. Part of the reason why I don't do videos, I have to psych myself up to do it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But whatever the case, I have to do more than what I'm doing now. I'm nervous about it. But I'm excited about it because I'm ready to do more than what I'm used to doing. So I'm just trying to get myself in a better position, in a better place, so I can just feel better about me. Excuse me. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's not. But whatever the case, I have to get used to doing more than what I'm doing. So, like I said, I got my script, and I have two prescriptions. I have a prescription for occupational therapy, and I have a prescription for physical therapy. I'm excited to do it because I have not done I haven't done anything in a long time, and I feel better with doing something. I feel better with doing something instead of me just sitting here. So I have to get used to doing more than what I'm gonna have to get used to doing more than what I do. And I'm excited about that. I don't know. That's part of the reasons why I don't do many videos. I have to get used to I have to psych myself up to going to see a doctor. Well, no, not seeing a doctor. I have to psych myself up to do a video. I don't know why. But whatever the case, I'm here now and I'm doing more than what I'm used to. I'm doing more than what I'm used to doing. So I'm excited. But like I said, she gave me two prescriptions. She gave me a prescription for physical therapy and she gave me a prescription for occupational therapy. Never taken occupational therapy before. I took physical therapy. At first I didn't like it. I was just like I didn't feel the need to want to do any kind of therapy because that was just something that I wasn't used to, and I had to get used to it. But it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong. I just have to get used to doing more for me. I have to get used to doing more for me. And I just have to get used to doing more for myself. It take me a long, I'm not going to say it do take me a long time. And that's even when I do videos. I have, like I said, I had to psych myself up to do it because it's been, like, I don't know. It's difficult for me at times, and I have to psych myself up, and I have to make sure that I'm feeling okay to do everything that I'm doing. But like I said, I'm here, and I'm ready for the next step in my life. I'm 44. Like I sung happy birthday. They sung happy birthday to me. A couple of weeks ago. My birthday was on Mother's Day, and I did a video. Like, they sung happy birthday to me, and I was excited. I was excited about that. I just turned 44, and I have to be used to, I have to get used to doing as much as I'm doing. I have to get used to doing more for myself because I'm getting older, and I want to live more life. I want to live life more abundantly. So, but I'm here, and I'm just ready for things to go in a different direction. So, like I said, I'm here now, and like I said, I have to get used to doing more for myself because I want to live more abundantly. I want to do more things for myself. I don't like doing nothing. Like, I don't do nothing right now. My friend wanted me to come see him. I haven't. Like, I get lazy, and sometimes I don't want to do stuff, and I just think to myself, like, why? Why and why? But like I said before, I have to do more. I have to do better for me because I want to live more abundantly. I want to live a blessed life. I want to live and do more for myself. So, but I'm trying. Like I say, when I saw my neurologist like, you haven't been here in a long time. But I go see my other doctor. I go see my primary care doctor. Go see that doctor a lot. I have to get used to, like, the older I get, the more doctors I have to see. The older I get, the more doctors I have to see. The older I get, the more I have to do more things, and I have to get used to doing everything as far as I know. But I'm here. I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to eat now, actually. But I'm getting ready I just have to do more for myself because I'm getting older, and there are more things to do. More things to do and more things to do. I just want to be out here and do as much as I can because I just feel like there is no reason for me not to do it. If everybody else can, well, I'm not going to say if everybody else can do it. I just feel like I want to do more for myself because I want to live a full and healthy life. So, I go see my doctor in about a week. I don't go see the doctor. I go to, like, when she wrote me a script, she wrote me 2 scripts. One script was for occupational therapy. One script was for physical therapy. I took physical therapy a couple years ago. I didn't see the purpose in it because at first, like, I would go, and then like I would be hurting a little bit trying to do physical therapy. But I'm here now, and I have to do more for myself. I want to live a very full life. I want to live a full life, and I want to do more. I want to be happy. And I can't be happy and I can't live a full life if I'm not doing anything. Honestly, I want to go back to work. Because I have MS, like, I don't work. Right now I don't work. Like, I sit and I've had MS for about a little over 20 years. Like, I've been diagnosed for about 15, 20 years. Well, I say for about 15 years. But I have to get used to doing more for myself because I want to live a full life. I want to live and I want to be happy. I want to live and I want to be happy. And I just want to live life. I want to do more. I want to be able to go somewhere. I want to be able to do something. I don't do anything right now. Like, I'm disabled and it's difficult for me at times. Like, I don't walk. I walk. I don't walk far. I don't walk far because I have this disability, because I have MS, and I have to make sure that I can do as much as I can do. I don't know why